Here we are live, just to talk about WordPress news. There are many good stuff going on beside all the WordPress drama, so let's get started. If you want to follow along with me, there is a link to all the news that I'm going to read and to share with you today in the description down below this video. And as always, you can drop me a line in the live chat or down in below the video when the video will stay after this live session online in this channel. So be sure to comment and give me a like, a thumbs up to the video if you want to support my work. This is WP Road's YouTube channel, and now I'm going to share you the latest news about WordPress on my WordPress blog. So let's go and check it out. I just have to prepare it here. Okay. And hi Constance, nice to see you online. And I'm going to share the screen, and this is the blog post. So you can of course click on the link down below in the description, and you will land down here. And now it's 9 o'clock p.m. in China. That's great to know. Good to know. Sorry if you see the black screen here because I need to replace a few things. Okay, now it's going to work fine. That's great. I am in Paris, and in Paris we are at 3 p.m. right now. So it's always good to connect from all over the world. So I titled this news like a flooding river. Like a flooding river because it is the sensation that I have now when I follow along with all the news and all the stuff that is happening in WordPress. And flooding rivers are both good and bad, of course, as we know, because the good is the fact that they kind of brings new fertility to the land, but at the same time they can also be quite catastrophic. So it's kind of a phase now we are in where we kind of see something that is kind of evolving and also kind of being destroyed. We are not seeing WordPress as we saw it even just 2 months ago. Everything has changed now. And at the same time, yeah, there is more room and more space for something new that is slowly coming out, most of all from the power of the community, I must say. This is my sensation. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyways, the WordPress drama continues. Some developers are quitting WP.org. This means that a lot of developers are just taking outside of WordPress.org their free plugins. So this means that if you want to continue using these plugins, you have to download them directly from the websites of the developers. But we're going to check this news later on during this video. And let me log out here. I do not want to have the black WordPress bar at the top when I comment my own post. And one other interesting thing is that Diego is going to host a Zoom event exploring 2025 theme. This is great. It's going to be on Zoom and free to access. We're going to comment on this later on. And then we have the former automatic designer, which is sharing his vision on a possible WP admin future UI, which is awesome, and I'm going to show it with you. I'm going to share with you. There is a kind of a beautiful interface that it is likely to come in WordPress, but we don't know if it is gonna happen. Of course, this is kind of a projection, a future dream of how WordPress could be in 2025, of course. And then there is a new home for the WP source of truth. For each WordPress release, there is a post called Source of Truth, and this means that there is a post that keeps track of all the news and all the stuff that is being added to each WordPress release, and we're going to see it and comment it together during this video. Then we have some news about how and where to go if you want to install and update the free versions of the WP Engine's plugins. So ACF, the Frost theme, and many other stuff that are produced and managed by WP Engine, which is now banned, of course, from WordPress.org, as you all know. And there is a new way to download and install their plugins, of course. And of course, cool other updates. If you want to sponsor these videos and this post, there is a slot. There is a free slot, and I will mention your product here on my posts, and of course also in my videos. So if you want me to sponsor your product, your WordPress product or your WordPress service, I'm open. You can contact me through wproads.com website, and we can discuss sponsorship, of course. Okay, here you can also share this post if you want to. You can also share this video, and you can give a like and a comment if you want. And okay, here remember to watch the live session, even if it's just past, even if it's not no more live. You can join and comment even yes, later on during the day, during the next days, during the week. And let's go on now exploring the trending stuff in WordPress. Okay, as I was mentioning, the 6.7 source of truth has been moved now to a new place, which is the Gutenberg Times blog. And this has been done by Anne McCarthy, which is a developer at Automatic, and she's also, if I'm not wrong, the head of the full site editing project. And so here there is the source of truth. It's a kind of a huge post here where we can read all about WordPress 6.7. And if you want to know what's going on in this release, this is the place to go. It's the most up-to-date and comprehensive list of things and stuff that are being added to this new release of WordPress. And most of all, if you are a developer and you want to dive deeper into all the new changes that are being prepared and shipped into WordPress 6.7, you just need to go here and check it out. It is quite comprehensive, as you see, and we can also comment and give some feedback, and yes, we can interact with this post. It is kind of a huge resource that we can use and go to check what's happening in WordPress. And you can also, some other stuff. This is very interesting. If you're a developer or a creator or a WordPress creator in general, you can participate at Anyone Can WP, which is a kind of a hackathon, an online event that you can participate by submitting your projects, which can be projects in different topics and different domains. You can see them right here in this link, all the topics that are allowed. And basically, if you want to create, for example, a sustainable e-commerce platform or a WordCamp event management site or a community-driven knowledge base, all this kind of stuff can be shared into this competition, and you can participate and try to win some huge prizes. The most interesting one is the first prize, which is $3,000 right here. Then you have the second place, 1,500 and so on. And then most of all, you also have the exposure and the networking occasion that is going to connect you with agencies, product owners, media houses. So if you're building stuff using WordPress and you are a professional, you surely want to give a look to this nice event, which is beautiful, unique, and it's the first time that is going to be online and live, and it is sponsored by Automatic and it is created by InstaWP. So go and check it out if you're interested. Then there are, this is the bad news of the moment. There are many developers, yes, it's kind of what's happening right now, of course, in the WordPress drama. And there are many developers that are removing their plugins from WordPress.org. And as WP Tavern reports, there are some very important plugins that are leaving. And yes, and most of all, plugins that are developed by developers that are not really at the same. They do not resonate with the recent facts, like for example the removal and the takeover of the ACF plugin, which has been changed to SCF. That was a painful part of this drama. I mean, it was the most burning news of the latest weeks. And there is also the Paid Membership Pro plugin, which is now no more available in the WordPress.org. And many stuff that are happening right now. Hi, John. Nice to see you there. Oh, yes, from the UK. That's huge. Great. So we are Paris, UK, and China. At the moment, we are connected from Paris, UK, and China. Let's see if there are some other countries in the world that are following this session of the WordPress news. And this is just the beginning, because we also have a fresh news saying that there is also another developer that has where is it? Yes, this one. WP Fusion Lite plugin has been removed from WordPress.com in this case. And this was because, of course, as you all know, WordPress.com has a kind of a mirror website where all the free plugins of WordPress.org are kind of copied and, just shown into WordPress.com. And this is kind of not very fair, in my opinion, stuff. And I understand why the developer of this plugin, WP Fusion Lite, have asked Automatic to remove his plugin from the WordPress.com repository, because I think that none of the WordPress developers agreed to the fact that all their plugins can be mirrored in some way to the WordPress.com repository. I can show you here. If you try to go to WordPress.com plugins, you see all the plugins that you see here. Oh, why it is in Chinese? Maybe because Constance it's influencing the live. And yeah, okay, perfect. I don't know why in Chinese you see. You see all these plugins are plugins that normally are just published on WordPress.org, but WordPress.com has kind of copied them, and it is showing them the same plugins on WordPress.com, which is a paid service, by the way. So it is kind of a business that is using also the visibility and the also the the popularity of all these plugins for its own business. You see, here it says, for example, that yeah. Anyway, this is kind of confusing stuff, of course, for most of all for beginners and users that are not used to the difference between WordPress.org, .com, and so on. Anyway, this is the fact, and so WP Fusion Lite plugin has been removed, and I bet that there's going to be many developers that are going to do the same thing, and then of course we have also a recap of what happened last week. So if you want to check it out, there is a post of all the news of last week. And WordPress Demo continues. WordPress.org promotes hosting alternatives to WP Engine to attract their clients. I think that also this is, wow, I think it's kind of a war, you see, and I do not like this kind of stuff. I do not know why this is happening, and I think it is weird. You see, this is a list of all the hosting that are kind of offering to take all the clients that are willing to go away from WP Engine by paying their the switching. You know, basically offering to pay their switch to their hosting, and most of all, most of these hosts are part of the Automatic family, like for example Pressable and many others. So yes, this is of course by I was very surprised that Matt Mullenweg and WordPress.org went into this direction. Anyway, this is the fact, and then we have the former WordPress designer Saxon Fletcher that has shared a beautiful dream and vision about the future of the WordPress WP admin. This is beautiful. I wanted to show it to you because you see here. This is so beautiful. This could be also the future of the WordPress admin. You see, we could have something like this where we can where we will be able to change also the palette, change all the look and feel of the backend. You see, we can change, of course, here not only the backend but also the front end. We can change typography, colors, layout, and access all the features that are already available right now when we use a full site editing theme, but in a beautiful and more extended way, which will be this one mainly. So you see here the design that is now only for full site editing and site editor is going to be extended to the whole WordPress admin area, and it's going to work something like this. You see, of course, this is just a prototype, so it can also break, but you can play around and go and see, yeah, what happens. You see. This could be the future of WordPress. You see, developing and dealing with posts, with products. You see, the fact that we can also have a list of all our posts directly accessible like this, and have a preview like this of all the posts and easily access and edit them. I think that all this is going to speed up our productivity a lot. So I really hope that they're going to work in this direction, because I love this new design. Personally, I love the design of the site editor and the direction that they are heading to. So if this is going to be the future, I'm more than happy to, yes, to welcome it and to explore it, you see? And here we have all the basic stuff that we can do. Basically, yes, this is beautiful. The fact also to be able to access quickly all the settings here, to manage them here, and to have a preview here is great. That's great. Okay, then there is a cool stuff here, which is called WP Glossary, and developed by Anders Noren. I forgot here to paste the link to this actually, so I'm going to paste it later on. Anyway, he is a developer which has created many themes. Most of all, I think there are full site editing themes, if I'm not wrong. And this WP Glossary project, it's here. And basically here you can go and find out about the main words and terms that are used in WordPress in general. And yeah, and you can go and check them out, you see? Well, let me check general public license here. There is a, you see? And there is an explanation with links. I think this is really, really well done. And you can go here and learn all about the main WordPress terms and stuff, you see? That's great. I think that this website here is beautiful, and you can also suggest a word if you want to contribute and help others to develop this website, which is a huge resource for the whole community, of course. WordPress core. What's happening in the WordPress core and what to expect from WordPress 6.7? There is a playground instance that you can use if you want to test it out, and you can launch WordPress 6.7 directly into your browser here, and you can simply go and check it out and test stuff. And if you want, you can also follow my video here, which is all done by using the new 2025 theme, and we're going to talk about this in a few minutes. And we also have a new plugin. No, not a new plugin, sorry. We also have a new API, which is an API that will grant plugin developers to register custom templates. So this is called the Plugin Templates Registration API in WordPress 6.7. And basically you can use your plugin to register new templates and to make them appear directly inside the site editor. You see? This is great, and it's going to open up possibilities for many different kind of plugins and yes, and a new way to add templates to your website. This is great. Then we have the WordPress Playground, which is becoming more and more powerful. Right now, when you open the Playground, you have new stuff. You can manage and deal with different WordPress installations. You see here, for example, here I can have different blueprints that I can launch in a click. For example, if I want to have a blueprint with WooCommerce installed, I can launch this one. And basically, you can manage them all inside the browser. Once this blueprint is gonna be launched here, you can go and you can even launch a custom playground here by choosing all the settings here, the version of WordPress that you can choose to create a multi-site. You can allow the network access and many other stuff. And here I think that this is not working because I need to wait for this to end to install. Okay, anyway, you can manage multiple installations, and you can also manage other settings right inside the playground. You see here, you have the WordPress version that you can switch. You can switch the PHP version, and you can apply setting and reset the playground. You can also change the language, of course, and many other stuff. This is quite great. And from this temporary playground menu, you can create new, you see here, new version of WordPress. For example, this it's a 6.7. I can change the PHP level. I can change also the language here if I want. Let's make it this one in Italian. Apply settings. That's great. Okay, so this is the playground that you can use to test WordPress. And then what do we have here? We have some interesting stuff about the yes, as I was mentioning, the 6.7 source of truth, and in this case it has been moved and it is now hosted on the Gutenberg Times blog. This has been created by Anne McCarthy, which is the main contributor and the head of the project of the full site editing at WordPress.org, I believe. She is a developer at Automatic anyway, and yes, this is a huge post, and it is the actual source of truth about WordPress 6.7. So remember, if you want to check this article, you will be able to see all that is happening in this new WordPress release. And 2025 theme is going to be there in WordPress 6.7. It's going to be new default WordPress theme, and it's going to be a little bit different from all the previous WordPress themes because it's going to be very powerful. It is the first time that seeing a default WordPress theme, I thought myself, why not using it for a live project, for a blog, or for a small e-commerce, or for a dynamic website? It is beautiful. It is a great theme, and it is highly flexible, and that's why I have done a live session here where I show you and I chat with you while creating a website using this new theme. If you want to go and check it out, you can also comment and give me a feedback on this video. And let's go and see now all the plugins news. we have new stuff about WP Engine free plugins. If you click here, you will see in this support center blog post how to install and update all the WP Engine plugins that are owned by them, of course, plugins and themes. And yes, you can also watch this video, which is pretty good. And yeah, you can choose to install all these plugins: Advanced Console Fields, NitroPack, WP Migrate Lite, WP Offload Media Lite, and so on. There are many plugins that they are developing and yes, and maintaining. There is also the Frost theme, which is a full site editing theme, which is a kind of interesting if you want to go and check it out, because I kind of like it, the approach of this theme here. And then what do we have here? We have also a beautiful plugin which is called WP Summarize, and this plugin has a premium version and also a free version, which has been released right now to the WordPress.org yes, repository. And what you can use this plugin for is just basically a free plugin that allows you to create summaries, yes, of your blog post. And it works with AI, of course. And there are some pre-designed settings here that you can use to summarize your blog post. And it's going to add at the beginning or where do you want to in your blog post this beautiful summaries that people can read before diving into your blog post. It is kind of great. And if you want to go and check it out, there is a free version available right now on WordPress.org, and I have linked it into the WordPress news of today's. Then what do we have here? Short Triggers is one of my favorite plugins when it is all about connecting different apps together, and I love it. Yes, your all-in-one automation platform for WordPress and beyond. Yes, because you can connect all your WordPress plugins with anything outside WordPress. Google Sheets, also even Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want, you can connect and make, for example, automatic posting, automatically transfer data from one app to another. And if something happens in WordPress, make something happens in another website or in another social media that you are managing, and so on. So this is a beautiful plugin. And most of all, they now have new integrations. Each month they have new integrations. The most interesting one right now is the integration with Canva and Zendesk that you can use to increase your productivity, and also a new integration if you're using Shortcut and this add-on, which is called Portal for Shortcut. You can integrate this plugin, which is a kind of a support plugin for dealing with all your support requests if you're using Shortcut. This is great. And there is also the Instagram integration, which is pretty new. And as I was mentioning, this is great. It is still in beta, but it is great to be able to connect Instagram with any other app that you are using. And yeah, you can basically use Short Triggers to automate everything about your workflow in general. What about themes? Okay, themes are now, in my opinion, into a difficult situation, a difficult moment, and a turning point, because with WordPress 6.7 we will see a huge change in the power of the full site editing, and in the power also of the default 2025 theme. And so all this is heading towards more and more power and more attention from both the developers and the user base side on full site editing. And this is going to be, of course, the future of WordPress in the next 2 or 5 years. I believe that, I believe that between 2 and 5 years from now, we're going to see a huge change into WordPress, and most of the users will be concentrating more and more on the full site editing stuff. So basically now classic theme developers are just with a big question mark. What are we going to do? What are we going to develop in the future? Because of course, classic themes, they still work good, and they're going to work good even in a year, in 2 years, in 3 years, but they're not going to work on the top of the most modern technology of WordPress. So what will happen? We will know. We don't know. But in my opinion, I think that it's clear that, of course, full site editing is the future. So at some points, we will see most of the developers shifting towards full site editing. Or if there's going to be a universal theme, like the 2026, for example, or that is going to handle the most of the design's needs of the most of the users, there's going to be a shift in maybe more blocks plugins, or maybe, I don't know, we'll see. It is a mystery. Let me know what do you think about this in the comment section below. And by the way, if you're searching for a classic theme to use for a project of yours, I believe that these three here are the most interesting one. Bloxy Pro, for which I made a review like right now here. And by the way, this is the theme that I'm using right now also in WP Road's website. So this is all made with Bloxy and the standard Gutenberg blocks. I'm very proud of it, of this website, because it is all made with just Bloxy and the standard Gutenberg blocks. And I think that this is one of the most intuitive themes and at the same time the most powerful ones. Because even if it is a classic theme, so a kind of old school theme, it has a very modern approach, and the design system, it is very, very easy to set up. And you can have a good consistency with colors and shapes and border radius and all stuff like this, and backgrounds and fonts, with a few options that are very easy to set up and to understand. So this is Bloxy Pro. Then we have Astra and Cadence that are very powerful themes too, and you can go and check them out if you are searching for good themes to create great projects with WordPress. They are the most used ones, but in my opinion, Bloxy Pro is the best. Then we have full-site editing themes, and I have my live build, and I also suggest you to, if you want to dive deeper, there is a presentation on Zoom, October 26th with Nick Diego and other contributors, and yes, they're going to be exploring the 2025 theme here, and it's going to be, October 29th, not 26th, and you can go here and check it out. It's going to be between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. UTC. So if you want to dive deeper into the 2025 theme, you can go and check it out. There are not many stuff going on right now in Breakdance or in Divi or in Elementor. Everything is kind of calm before the Black Friday explosion. But in Bricks, we have some good news, so I decided to report them here. There is the new 1.1 version, which came out October 17. And here we have the new query filters features, which is great. This is a relatively new block, and there are some upgrades in this version, so go and check them out if you're using Bricks. There is a new element, active filters, quickly view and remove applied filters, and many other stuff that you can use to build an advanced filter for your queries. Yes, query blocks. And yes, so this was Bricks. The hosting spot, we have interesting stuff going on into Hostinger, because now we have a new AI plugin which will allow you to create a website right inside WordPress just with a prompt. This is great. I didn't test it out right now, but it sounds amazing, because you can go and basically create a website just by describing it. And yeah, I think we need to check it out and see how it works. Anyway, it is promising, and if they're going to develop it, I think this is gonna be a game changer. Most of all for people that want to start not from blank, but just having some basic content and images and layouts suggested by AI. This is a good starting point. Then we have Black Friday, which is already active at Hostinger. If you want to check it out, they are having a massive discounts where you can save up to 79% on your hosting accounts, on your hosting plans. I'm using personally Hostinger on my own website, and for many WordPress projects I'm using them. I'm their affiliate, so yes, if you want to buy using my links, you can support my channel, and yes, you can go here and check it out. There are huge discounts active right now for the Black Friday, you see. Yes, so go and check them out. Okay, let's see what will happen now in the latest news. We have, some interesting stuff going on here. And this is this Zoom online event that I just talked about the 2025 theme. So if you want to dive deeper, go and check it out. Then we have also this Cadence Amplify event, which is going to be soon in 4 days. So if you want to go and register, it is still free and open, of course. You can sign up, and it's going to take place on October 25. And there are many interesting talks here. And the most interesting one for me is going to be this one: how I grew my YouTube channel to 100,000 subscribers, by Jamie Marshland, which is also the new head of WordPress. So the new head of YouTube WordPress. So yes, he's going to share also some insights on the WordPress.org official YouTube channel if you want to go and check it out. Then we have WordPress deals. I already mentioned the one which is going on Hostinger if you want to go and check it out. Then we have the Tutor LMS lifetime license, which is already again there. It wasn't the case a few months ago. So if you want to, if you want to build an online course website, I think that this is a huge deal. Lifetime deal for this plugin. Tutor LMS is one of the most advanced plugins if you want to create online course websites. Then we have Blocksy Pro, which also, by the way, has a lifetime offer here. I suggest you the business one if you want to create e-commerce websites or advanced dynamic websites, because it's the one that has the more features. And there is also a promotion going on here on GutenKit on AppSumo. So if you're building websites using the block editor and you want a powerful solution which allows you also to create mega menus and many advanced stuff, go and check out GutenKit. Okay, so these were the news about WordPress, and let me know if you agree with me by the fact that it's kind of a floating river right now, most of all for the fact that the WordPress Dharma is not going to end, and is going to shape completely differently the whole community, the whole ecosystem. Everything is going to look so different in a month or two, yes, I'm sure that I'm sure that next year, at the same time, next November, everything will be completely different. Let me know what you think about this. Do you also think that, do you also feel like right now it is kind of a floating river in WordPress? I bet so. By the way, this is WP Roads. This is my YouTube channel where I share with you WordPress news, tutorials, reviews, and all about WordPress. My name is Pascal, and if you are interested in this kind of content, make sure to like this video, comment down below, and most of all, subscribe to my free newsletter at wproads.com. You're gonna find it here. You can appreciate my design, my minimalistic design here on this website, which is created using Blocksy Pro and standard Gutenberg blocks. I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos, and let me know, please let me know if you like this kind of content, because if you don't like it, just let me know if you don't like it, so I kind of get a feedback by you. I'm really in need of a feedback. Ciao, ciao. Have a good week, and wish you all the best with WordPress. Ciao.